We're going to continue being inspired by Vincent van Gogh and those amazing Japanese prints that he saw way back when. So we're going to be doing our printing today. So let's learn how to do that. You've got a couple things that you're going to need to bring over to the round table when you are ready to do your printmaking, or when you really hear Ms. Lopez call your name. You're going to need your foam. All right, this is your printing plate, so don't forget your printing plate. Remember, it has your name on the back and your class code. When you get over here, I will have your paper. You're bringing it with you, and there is a plexiglass plate. This, all right, is going to let us put our ink onto it. I will put the ink onto the plexiglass plate. Why, might you ask, do I do that? Because it is very icky and gooky. And if you get too much, then it's a problem. So there's kind of a certain amount that needs to be there. You will be using a brayer. So how this works is you will roll the brayer both directions. Notice I am not covering the entire piece of plexiglass. I am only keeping it on one side because the other side is for my printing plate. Then once I see that there is ink all over my brayer, which you will have no problem with that, I'm going to print both directions. So I'm going to roll it back and forth. Then I'm going to print and roll the other direction. Yes, you're going to get a little bit on your fingers because you have to touch it, and that's okay. All right, if you miss a few areas, that's okay. You don't have to worry about that. You can see I put the brayer onto the printing plate. Then you will take your printing plate, and what's going to happen is we're going to put it down at the bottom of our paper, kind of like a stamp. But once we put it down, then we've got to flip it over and rub to make sure that that print is good. And then we're going to do something called pulling a print, because we're pulling the paper off. And you can see I have my buildings there. So then I would go ahead and I would repeat that process, because you're going to go all the way across the paper. So I'm going to keep working on mine. Now that you can see, I've gotten the prints that go all the way across the bottom. I'm able to get about 3 in. You might fit a few more, but remember, we have to stay inside that rectangle that is there. Now we need to wash or rinse this off, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. So I'm taking this to my sink, whichever one it is, either cool or warm, and I'm going to turn the water on very gently, and I'm going to rinse, using my hand, the printing plate. Don't have to press hard, okay? It comes off very easily. This is called water-soluble ink, so that means that water is all you need to get it off. Once it's clean, then you're going to turn the water off. You're going to get a paper towel. You dry your hands, and then very simply, you're going to dry off your printing plate. This gets to go home with you today. Your paper needs to go on your drying rack, whether that is the cool drying rack or the warm one. When we work on these again, we're going to be adding our self-portrait to the sky.